You're right. Because were I the father, are you kidding? This is easy. There's nothing to worry about. If your dad's anything like me, boy, you have nothing to worry about.
Oh. This one time.
So, this one time.
This one time?
You know what? This one time.
This one time.
Oh my god, this one time?
The podcast.
Hey Shivo, I've got a trip coming up in the next few months with my girlfriend. It's our first big trip together and we're going overseas. But here's the catch. We are meeting my parents. I'm a little worried that my parents might embarrass me, whether it be drinking too much or them telling horror stories of my old childhood, or my dad picking up a hooker. So how do you handle parents or family when you're stuck with them on a trip?
That is a great question, caller. Thanks for asking. I'm Sheila D.
And I am Evo Terra. We are Shivo, and you are listening to This One Time, the podcast.
Wow, our caller is adventurous.
I think our caller's got it all wrong.
Yeah.
I think our caller is looking at this the wrong way. If I may be so bold as to call you son for a moment. The real issue here isn't whether or not your parents will embarrass you. You sound like a youngish gentleman of recent maturity age, so it's much more likely that you will be the embarrassing factor here than your honored parents. Don't you agree, my love?
I don't know. We could talk about when we went with our son when he was quite young and he got sick drinking alcohol in Belize.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's always the children who think their parents will embarrass them, but that's really not the case. That's a case of confirmation bias happening. That's the single source here. The reality is, it's always the kids. You got to watch out for them. I mean, chances are your parents are world travelers. They have been down this road before. It's you. It's likely going to be you, mijo, that are going to be the real challenge here. That's what I think.
Do you think there's any basis in the question?
Well, I guess it depends on his parents, who sound like awesome people.
I think they're awesome people.
So it's highly likely that they have been known to do a little cut up. And I mean, first off, all parents love to tell stories of dumb things their kids did when they were young, especially with their new boyfriend and or girlfriend, right, in this particular case. That's a rite of passage, a rite of parental guardianship that you can't take away. So you just kind of deal with that.
I've got some good ones that I can't wait to share.
If you were this person's parents, do your parents have any? Did they ever do that to you when you were traveling over with a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
I don't think I ever traveled with a boyfriend or a girlfriend and my parents.
Let me think about that. Did I ever travel with you with your parents when I was your boyfriend or girlfriend? No, luckily I didn't do anything like that. Because that would have been...
I think the only time we've traveled with one of my parents was when we did our 25th wedding anniversary.
That's true. But at that point in time, you had lived with me longer than you had lived with your mother.
True.
So that really wasn't going to be much of an issue. And the good news about your mother, when we were in the Dominican, she did not try to pick up a prostitute, as this young gentleman is concerned. One of his parents might. I believe he said his father.
I think he said his father. I wonder why that is.
Now, did they say where they were going? They didn't say where they were going.
They didn't say where they were going.
I guess it depends on the caliber of the prostitution there in that country.
Stop. I'm going to shut you down now. No prostitutions. No prostitutions for you. You may not prostitute yourself out or pick up a prostitute.
Now, there's a thought I hadn't actually considered. Maybe your parents would not be hiring the prostitutes as much as they might be actually providing the service. That's always a challenge. I don't know. I mean, going back to the situation of, I'm trying to think of, have I ever had an embarrassing situation when I've been traveling with my parents with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And I think, honey, that I'm in the same boat as you. Did I ever do that?
Hey, your mom came out to see us quite often in California, and we would go around with her, but I don't know that we really traveled with her.
Well, at that time, we were already married and had a child.
Right.
So that's different than, hey,
Yeah.
my parents might do something goofy on vacation. I mean, yeah, like you, we were the vacation.
Right.
They came out to see us for vacation. We didn't meet
Right.
them somewhere overseas. Tough dilemma that you have, my son, or someone's son, because, yeah, your parents sound like very cool people. I guess it also depends on your girlfriend.
True. But this child sounds cool, so he probably has a cool girlfriend.
Maybe. It's possible. We really don't know. We don't have enough information.
Maybe the parents need to take like Fluxx or something so that they can test the girlfriend's knowledge and ability to like keep up in a game situation.
That's an exceptional idea. I highly recommend, if you're going to be vetting, if you're the parents and you want to make sure that this whole situation is working out, yes, you need some sort of a litmus test like the game Fluxx. For the listener out there who's not aware of this game called Fluxx, Fluxx is the game Fluxx, and it's fantastic. It's a moronically simple card game to pick up that requires really not a giant amount of skill. This is not Settlers of Catan or anything like that I can't stand. This is a straightforward game that is an ideal litmus test. You can play this with someone, and if they can pick it up quickly, then they're going to be okay.
Right.
If they can't pick it up quickly, it means they're incapable of independent logical thought, and you should run away and maybe wrap them up in cling wrap or something and get rid of them.
So what happens? What happens if this young man takes his new girlfriend to meet the parents on this trip?
Right.
And let's say it's like a 2-week trip, and they play Fluxx on the first day, and she fails.
Well, then they have to. The kids have to pick up the rest of the cost of the vacation. I mean, especially
I like that idea.
Especially for somewhere like Bali,
Oh, definitely.
Someplace where it's on a smallish island where it's kind of difficult to escape. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to force your parents to be stuck with a person who is incapable of this straightforward game because you're the one that picked her, then that's your problem. You will have to step up and bear the financial responsibility.
I think that's a lovely idea.
I think that's really the only way things can go. But I think barring that, it's probably one of those situations which will make or break a relationship.
Right.
I mean, it's like high stakes testing, but now it's high stakes vacationing. I mean, this is pass fail. I wonder if she knows that this is a complete pass fail situation or not. I mean, this is either going to be forever or for no more. One of the two. I mean, they come back. There's no other option here.
Wow, that's some pressure.
Huge amount of pressure. I know I wouldn't have done that. I would not be putting my girlfriend in this situation because I don't know.
Especially if you were the father.
Oh. Well, no. You know what? I didn't think about it. You're right. Now, I should back up. Let me go ahead and think about that. You're right. Because were I the father, are you kidding? This is easy. There's nothing to worry about. If your dad's anything like me, boy, you have nothing to worry about. Things are going to be smooth sailing all the way. He will be respectful.
Can I stop you?
He is likely... No, hang on. I'm still talking about myself. He will likely be gracious at all the time. Yeah, there's nothing but love. If, in fact, your father is anything at all like me, you've nothing to worry about. It's going to be perfection.
You're delusional.
No.
Yes.
I see things clearly, honey. Now, if his mother's anything like you... Then, Jesus Christ, then you're going to find out whether or not you are going to like your mother-in-law more than you like her mother-in-law because you, my love, are going to be a bit of a challenge.
I don't think that's the case. But anyway, since you are delusional tonight, I hope we answered that question. I'm a little flummoxed now with your
Do we need to play the game?
delusions.
We need to
Right.
play the game and see if you can pass this particular test?
I can pass. So I think we answered it sort of. You got off on a tangent, but
That happens. And if you have a question for us that you would like for us to answer about relationships, about life advice, about travel, go ahead. Leave us your question. You can do like this young gentleman did, and you can call our hotline. That's right. I'm calling it a hotline from now on. Go to shivo.wtf/call us, and we will give you an answer just like we did this fine young gentleman right here. shivo.wtf/call us. It's easy from a smartphone, from a computer, hell, probably from a tablet. It's the internet age. You can do this stuff today. shivo.wtf/call us. Do it now.
our show this one time would not be possible without support from people like you. If you think our show is worthy of your financial support, Patreon makes it quite easy.
Super easy over at Patreon, shivo.wtf/Patreon. Get signed up. You'll get bonus content. You'll get early access to this episode and lots of other cool swag we've got lined up. shivo.wtf/Patreon.
Our music is by Valea Valea.
Thanks for listening, listener. I am Evo Terra.
And I'm Sheila D.
For more life advice, if we survive this vacation with our kid and his girlfriend, you can find all of that on our next show. Thanks for listening to This One Time. Cheers.